What are some social norms you don't follow? Now, I'm not talking about being rude. Of course, I send thank you notes and I follow good etiquette. I'm talking about things I feel like I do that most people don't, or that I don't do that most people do, depending on if I do or don't, or they. Let's just get into it. Social norm I don't follow, number one, and this really is relative to people my age. If you're new to my channel, I am turning 50 this year, so a lot of my content is based on me trying things the year that I'm turning 50. And something I've noticed for people my age, actually a lot younger too, is they don't like to go out on a work night or a school night. I mean, I appreciate that because you want to be well rested. And certainly if I have an important meeting or presentation, I want to bring my A game for that. But also if there's a concert or an event or something where I need to be out or want to be out on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm not going to say no just because I have to work in the morning. We do go to a lot of concerts and a lot of them are not on the weekends. And to think of all the music that I would have missed if I only waited for a Friday or Saturday night concert, that would be a shame. The number two rule I break, again, and this is for my age, I'm doing the air quotes, is I'm on TikTok and Snapchat. Actually, during quarantine, I wanted to learn about TikTok and I decided to have a channel and I gained over 52,000 followers. Now, I haven't posted on there in a while. I've dedicated most of my efforts to YouTube, but I don't know many people my age that have a TikTok account and really pursued it the way I did. I'm also on Snapchat and I have streaks with both my kids and actually a lot of their friends and some people my own age, but I don't know a lot of people my age that use Snapchat on a regular basis. So I think it's super fun. I love that daily communication. I Wordle with my mom and it's a way that I can kind of check in with her and just know that she's alive and know that she's doing things, and kind of the same thing with my friends. And it's a great touch point and a way to just have that daily little jolt of interaction from someone. If you don't know what Snapchat is, it's a photo sharing app where you communicate really in pictures, sometimes some text captions, but for the most part, you're just sharing photos and sharing moments of time with the people that you DM through the Snapchat app. My hope with these different platforms is to always be engaged and using whatever the people I love are using and engaged on. My mom recently learned Instagram and she's now sending reels to the kids, and I love that because they're able to interact in a whole different way and she's able to speak the language of the platform that they spend a lot of time on. I hope whatever the new platform is that the people I love are on, that I'll learn to use it. The last thing that I do that I think kind of falls into the inappropriate for my age category is I saw this on, I think it was a YouTube video, and it made me so sad. And I was like, okay, noted. I guess I'm not supposed to do that anymore. And then like maybe 2 or 3 months later, I was going to a concert and I was like, that's stupid. I'm going to do it anyway. And so it's wear glitter. It was, when you have eye glitter or glitter on your body, that's only for young people. I've worn glitter plenty of times in the last year and I do not intend to stop. I do not think there is an age limit on glitter, at least not for me, at least not yet. Number 4 social norm that I think I break, and that's just because I don't know anyone else like this, like me, that does this, but maybe you're my soulmate and you do this too. But I Shazam everything. I am always on the hunt for new music, whether I'm in the middle of watching a movie or I'm trying on clothes at Target. If I hear something catchy in the background, I instantly attend to it and try and figure out what it is. And so Shazam is like one of my go-to apps, and I'm always searching through Spotify for new playlists. I can go down rabbit holes of music so easily. I'll see that someone was on a song with someone else that I like. Then I'm discovering that person's music, and then pretty soon hours have gone by. And then playlists, I'll get stuck on playlists, and I have so many playlists that I make, and we have some fruit groves near us and we go fruit picking every summer, and I have a whole playlist dedicated to the one day that we go fruit picking. I just don't know anyone else that does that, so I guess I'm different. I'm so curious if you also have social norms that you don't follow, or if any of the ones that I'm sharing resonate with you. Maybe they are actually social norms and people just don't talk about them. Let me know in the comments. Breaking social norms 5, 6, and 7 are all kind of around the way that I clean. I never have an entirely clean house, ever. Because for me, it feels very overwhelming to clean the house at one time. I divide my upstairs and downstairs into 2 different weeks. I do my own house cleaning and I'll alternate between which story of the house I'll clean. So it means I'm always cleaning the house. And my house is never clean at the same time. And for me, just bite-sized bits of cleaning seem to work. I feel like most people don't do that, but it works for me. I should add in there are some things that I do weekly. For example, we have 3 dogs, so I vacuum weekly. Actually, number 6, I don't think I wash my linens as often as most people. So full transparency, I wash my bathroom towels every other week. And same thing with my bed sheets. Every other week. So I flip-flop which week I'm doing those linens, but I feel like most people wash those things more often, maybe like once a week. I mean, it works for me and I feel like I'm not wasting as much water and I never feel like stuff is super dirty. So, I mean, at the end of the day, when you come out of the shower, you're clean and you're just drying off, right? The bed one's kind of hard to justify, but it's just what works for me. Now, the caveat to that is I do have hand towels that I use in the kitchen and then in the downstairs bathroom, which people use most often, especially guests. I do change those out twice a week. And so those I'm actually doing 4 times for every time I do the towels in our primary bathroom. Finally, number 7, I don't wash my clothes right away after I wear them. Okay, now, again, there's a caveat to this. Underwear, 1 day, yes, of course. Socks, of course, 1 day. Those are always getting washed and on rotation all the time. But shirts, 3, 4, 5 times before I wash it. If I got a stain on something, I'll treat that stain, but it doesn't mean the whole garment is going into the wash. Jeans, I rarely wash. I will wait until there is a visible stain or smell or something that really merits washing. Do you know you're actually not supposed to wash your jeans? How about bras and pajamas? I know a lot of people will wash them after one use. I'm like a 3-time use person for both of those. So again, unless I get really sweaty at night, then I'll wash my pajamas, of course, or same thing with my bras. If it's a warm day and I'm sweating through them, then yes, of course. But other than that, I do feel like this is not normal, that most people are washing their garments more often than I do. You tell me. Number 8 social norm that I break is I love costumes and I love themes. And if there is any mention of a theme for an event, I will latch onto it and I will full on go for that costume or that look. For example, we recently had couples bunko night with some neighborhood friends and it was around Chinese New Year. This year was Year of the Dragon. And when I heard it was a Chinese New Year's theme, I decided to purchase and wear a dragon costume to bunko. Did anybody else dress up? No, but was I so happy in my costume? Yes. I also remember when my kids were little and they had the Halloween parade in elementary school where the parents all show up and the kids walk around the blacktop wearing their little outfits so all the parents can see all the kids. I wore a costume. I got dressed up because it was Halloween. I might have been the only parent that dressed up. I've also been known to walk my dogs wearing a big inflatable dinosaur costume. Why do I like costumes so much? I feel so at home in a costume, and I think partly because I grew up in the theater and it helped you define your role by being in costume. I like how it makes me feel because I do like attention. Obviously, I'm on YouTube. But I think most importantly, I feel like it makes people smile and interact, and I love that. When I walked into bunko wearing that dragon costume, not a person didn't smile and laugh. If I can bring joy to people through wearing costumes, why not? And I just say this is breaking a social norm because I don't know anybody like me when it comes to costumes. And social norm number 9 that I don't follow is I don't watch or read the news, like at all. Sometimes I'll click on an article I see. It's just not part of my daily habit to take in news. I'm not purposefully trying to be ignorant or not appreciate what's happening in the world. I think it's more, I don't feel like I can impact it. And if I can't impact it, how does it help me be a better person by knowing it? And to me, it doesn't. Most news that I discover is through people telling me things have happened, or I'll see in someone's stories on Instagram that somebody died, or, they're upset about something, but I am not taking in news firsthand for the most part. And I think maybe most people don't do it that way. Okay, I'm so curious. Are any of these things that you do, or do these just sound super crazy to you? If any of this is resonating with you, I would love for you to consider subscribing. For those that have subscribed, oh my gosh, that just means so much to me. I mean, I feel like you voted for me or something. It's not like it's a competition, but I still feel like I got a vote. It feels nice. Thank you. You do know it's free, right? And you can have as many subscriptions as you want, right? So why not? If you'd like to learn more about me and what I'm doing here on YouTube, check out this video.